morning, Mark.
Hey, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay, sorry about that. Not sure what happened. Welcome in. Congratulations on moving to 3-0, the first team. Start 3-0 as a new member of the conference. You can open up with the victory over Shorter, and then we'll start taking questions and talk about Dayton.
Well, it's great to get a win. It was one of those games where a lot of adversity hit a very young football team. I was extremely proud of our guys for the way they fought through adversity. I thought our defense played extremely well. They didn't have a first down in the second half until the very last drive where they made a few completions to get down to field goal range. Offensively, we moved the ball from 20 to 20 pretty good, and we couldn't score a touchdown. We attempted 7 field goals, went 4 for 7, and we got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone. A lot of critical errors, a lot of self-inflicted wounds, but I give Coach Jones and Shorter and their football team a lot of credit. They had 11 starters returning on defense, and I thought they did a really nice job. But at the end of the day, with a young football team that hung in there and fought and found a way to win a game on the last play, you know, they're getting ready to kick a field goal to win the game, and you know, it is what it is. Our student section was pretty loud, and poor snap, and you know, Des Billingsley picked it up and took it in the end zone, and the media was giving me a hard time because, you know, normally in that situation, you've won the game, you know, everybody on the sideline and on the field is telling the kid to go down, and I'm sitting on the headsets going, no, let's let him score, because, heck, we ain't scored a touchdown the whole game. So I figured, hey, that's about the only opportunity we're going to get. We might as well go ahead and take advantage of it. So, but it was a great win for our program. It was one of those moments where we fought through adversity, and I think we grew up a little bit, and we made a lot of mistakes that we can learn from and continue to build on.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. At this time, we'll start taking questions. Please press *1 on your phone at any time, or click the Q&A link near the top of your browser, and click raise hand if you joined us via the web. And while we're waiting for a question or two to come in, talk about Saturday's opponent heading back on the road, traveling to Dayton.
No doubt. We're going on the road to a program that has a lot of tradition of winning. You know, look over the time of Dayton football. They've won 11 conference titles, 2 national championships. They're sitting there 2-0 right now. And, you know, we've got a really good football team, got one of the best backs in Division I FCS. The kid had 40 rushes for 244 yards last weekend. And so it's going to be a huge challenge for our program to go on the road to a program that's won a lot of football games over the years. I think they've had 1 losing season in the last 10 years. So it's going to be quite a challenge for our team. You know, this will be our second road game, and so we got our work cut out for us.
Coach, if you can talk a little bit about, you mentioned the offense last week. Obviously, we were a little spoiled the first 2 weeks with the 2 50-point games, and then here just 18, mostly on field goals. Just what were some of the differences that once you reached the 20 where you couldn't capitalize?
Well, I mean, we had well over 400 yards of offense. We moved the football, but a lot of ours were self-inflicted wounds. We had a turnover down about the 4-yard line. We had some critical penalties that got us off schedule down the red zone. And there was a couple times they just stopped us down there, which is, you know, it happens at times. But, you know, we weren't as sharp as we've been. We can play better. And, you know, it's amazing in this game. It's such an emotional game, and it's such a game of focus that you can be off a little bit, and something that was really good when you focus can be really bad when you're just a little bit off. And I think some of that happened, and also a Shorter team came in, and I thought they played extremely well, and they're really, really good on defense. And but there's a lot of areas that we're going to be able to learn from, especially in the red zone, finding ways to get the ball in the end zone.
Talk a little bit about Micah Reed, 100 yards rushing this past weekend, and obviously Justin Sumter, your receiver. He's had some great games already. Just you know, as you guys start to evolve, the third game in, we're starting to notice some of these playmakers for you. What more can you tell us about that?
Well, I'm going to tell you, Justin Sumter's special. He's a heck of a player. He's a great worker. He's a great team guy, and he's been making plays since he stepped foot on campus here as a freshman, and I mean, he'll continue to do that, and he had a heck of a game, and so excited about him. Micah Reed's gotten a lot better. You know, Micah transferred in from Central Florida, and, you know, getting acclimated to what we're doing, and we've continued to challenge him. I thought he had by far his best game running the football. I mean, he had 100 yards, but I look at it more how he ran the ball. I thought he did a good job, and you know, just like everybody else I've heard on the conference call today, and your goal is to get better every week. You know, continue to build on the positive and build on the negative, and continue to get better every week. And obviously, we're trying to do the same thing. And I thought there was some areas we made a lot of improvement, and there's some areas we definitely got to get better at.
All right, Coach. Well, I'm not seeing any more questions for you, but I will ask one last call from those still on. Any final questions for Kennesaw State head coach Brian Bohannon? Please ask away. All right, hearing none, Coach, we'll let you go, but thanks for joining us, and good luck Saturday at Dayton.
Thanks, Mark, and congratulations to everybody in the Big South on a great weekend last weekend.
All right, thank you, Coach. Again, conference coming off a 7-0 week. Congratulations to everybody. This concludes this week's call. My thanks to all the coaches and media joining us. Recordings will be available for playback later this afternoon on BigSouthSports.com. Everyone have a great rest of the week, and we'll talk to everyone next Tuesday.